Throughout history, there have been individuals whose names alone have triggered a mixture of fear and awe. Most famous among them is the conquering giant Genghis Khan. His story is one of incredible desire, ruthless determination, and a legacy stained with the blood of countless lives. Born as Temujin in the harsh landscape of Mongolia in the late 12th century, his childhood was marked by chaos and violence. His father, a tribal chief, was poisoned when Temujin was just a boy, leaving his family vulnerable and starving. Yet from the ashes of loss rose a young Temujin, his spirit affected by the tragedy, and his determination formed in the furnace of hardship. With each passing day, he learned invaluable lessons from the harsh realities of nomadic life. He learned that in the merciless desert, where survival hung by a thread, weakness invited death. Thus, he trained his instincts, sharpened his intelligence, and embraced the basic truth that to succeed, one must be willing to embrace destiny with steady hands. Temujin's youth was not a time of joyful innocence, but a continuous journey of self-discovery and survival. As Temujin matured, his hunger for power grew stronger. His journey to supremacy unfolded like an epic tale, filled with alliances made in fire, clever plots developed in shadows, and vengeance served ice-cold to his enemies. Through a combination of military skill and strategic awareness, he gradually united the divided Mongol tribes into a powerful unit. The slight whisper of Khan's name sent shivers down the spines of all who heard it. His armies rose forward like a flood, leaving nothing but destruction and chaos behind them. Cities collapsed beneath his attack, their inhabitants shaking with terror at the very thought of his approach. One of the most infamous incidents in Genghis Khan's reign of terror occurred during the attack on the city of Nishapur. As the Mongol forces closed in on the city, its inhabitants knew that their fate was hanging in the fragile balance. Genghis Khan had a reputation for showing no mercy to those who dared to resist him, and Nishapur was no exception. As the walls of the city crumbled beneath the relentless assault of the Mongol offensive engines, panic gripped the people. Men, women, and children all rushed to escape the impending slaughter, but there was no escape from the wrath of Genghis Khan. In a rush of bloodlust, the Mongol warriors descended upon the city like avenging angels, their swords dripping with the blood of the innocent. In the span of just 1 hour, it is said that Genghis Khan's forces slaughtered over 100,000 people, leaving the streets of Nishapur running red with blood. It was a massacre of unmatched brutality, proof of the depths of Genghis Khan's cruelty. But even among the bloodshed, there were whispers of admiration for the man they called the Great Khan. Genghis Khan was not just a conqueror, he was a visionary, a leader whose goals knew no bounds. Under his rule, the Mongol Empire would stretch from the shores of China to the edges of Europe, transforming the world in ways that would continue to influence it for centuries to come. Genghis Khan, a figure both feared and admired, remains a puzzle wrapped in a mystery. Behind his vicious stare lay motivations hidden by the sands of time. Was it a quest for immortality through conquering that drove him, or perhaps a darker force growing within his soul? His legacy, written in the records of history, is a witness to the timeless attraction of hunger and the infinite depths of human determination. But what fueled this constant hunger for power? Some say it was the thirst for honor, the desire to carve his name into the very foundation of time. Others whisper of a more darker force at play, driving him onward with an endless hunger for dominance. Regardless of the truth, one fact remains indestructible. Genghis Khan's legend will remain, a towering statue of the invincible spirit of the human soul. For him, conquest was not simply about expanding borders or gathering wealth. It was a deep urge to establish his dominance over all who dared to stand in his path. With his name now synonymous with both fear and wonder, he continued to advance, leaving a path of destruction in his wake. Yet, among the chaos and bloodshed there was a method to his madness, a vision of a unified empire stretching across continents, bound together by the cruel orders of its ruler. In the end, it was this constant battle of power that would secure Genghis Khan's place in history as one of the most formidable leaders the world has ever known. Even though his true intentions are probably still unknown, his legacy is a powerful reminder of the power of determination and the human spirit.